Cause I
Stupid,
can see it all on your face.
bro. Stupid ass laptop.
Oh man.
God damn it. My bad. I didn't miss whatever the fuck y'all was saying, man.
You
Oh
ain't missing
shit.
nothing.
No. You ain't missing nothing, man. We just shooting the shit, man.
Oh, I thought y'all.
Nah, but
Oh,
nah, hell
oh,
nah.
okay, okay.
Nah. Yeah, once we noticed you was freezing up and shit like that, cause I really once we noticed that you was froze, we just started just talking about random shit.
Yeah,
I was really talking about vape. Nah, I actually said that I was gonna start watching WWE from the year 2000, just I guess up until I catch up to that. I guess until I feel like I want to stop in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I'm gonna start from 2000. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna
Do
just
that. Too.
try to watch it in order. You know what I'm saying? Because I know at one point in time I was watching like pay-per-views and shit like that. But yeah, but I know, yeah, Shot Town, you gonna start that whole off and then shit. You know, I
All right,
I
I
navigate this whole. You
all
know what
right.
I'm saying?
Give us a countdown. 3, 2. Man, we're back live with it. Couple weeks off. We needed it after a horrendous WrestleMania, and they top it off with releasing the New Day. Can we get a moment of silence for one of the greatest tag teams of all time, one of the greatest black acts of all time, one of the greatest moments in WrestleMania history of all time with Kofi Kingston beating Daniel Bryan, with one of the greatest feel good moments of all time with Big E winning the WWE title off of Bobby Lashley. Where do we go from here? We thought the end of WWE was gonna be through Vince McMahon when he held the when he held the reins, and by God, he made sure to kill it if he didn't have it, because by him selling it to TKO, he has literally killed the WWE. I don't have any interest in where like future storylines go, because like I don't know. It's just everything is so cold. Everybody's so cold. Like even if they do, like they put Jacob and Roman, they booked that for Backlash. Seth and Braun for Backlash, and overall Backlash is a better pay per view than WrestleMania. Obviously, it's just hard to get back excited because within literally the SmackDown after Backlash is probably gonna be dog water. The Monday night after Backlash was the ass. So with this episode, there ain't no point in beating on a dead dog. Keep talking about it. So we're just gonna freestyle a little bit. We're gonna get to know each other. Um, as y'all know, I'm Putties. I'm the definition of what it is to be the Intercontinental Champion. I'm gonna let my tag team champions tell about themselves and where they came up from and what made them a fan of wrestling, because it's gonna vary from each of us because we all came up in different eras. So I'm gonna let my boy Slim
Yeah.
tag in and see what he likes.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of mad about what you said about the Intercontinental belt, only because that's my favorite
But
belt.
y'all got the
You know what
tag
I'm saying?
belts. I got the Intercontinental.
So me and we, all right, I take that. I ride with that. I go with it.
Do you want to give a
Man,
background on why he's saying that for the people that don't know that we do a because it's based on that's based on the predictions, right?
No, I
For the
was just
last.
making because y'all know each other the longest.
Oh, okay, okay.
yeah,
Yeah.
I
and
thought
then
I thought
he
you was
could he
like
could
the predictions or whatever. Okay.
No.
Nah, we all 92 Bret Hart and Lex Luger, and this is two pay-per-view, two PLEs in a row for me. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So that's ugly for me.
I
But I
I
he
lost
could say we what do you say?
I thought I lost in Mania though with the predictions. I thought I had like the
Yeah,
Yeah, me and
I'm
Slim
saying like,
tied.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm constantly tying it. You know what I'm saying? This is my second tie. You know, But
Okay.
he could say, you see what I'm saying? Yeah, he could say we could be tag team champions. Cause if like if you think about it, like in our thread, me and we, and I guess it's cause we really come from the same era in a sense, you know what I'm saying? Because we not that far off in age, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? So it's like a lot of stuff, we seen together, you know what I'm saying, that Shot Town, didn't. So, that could be a way, in a sense we could be, what I'm saying, the tag team champs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, I just know for me, man, I ain't just been on my grandparents' house. Like I said, like my granddad, man, he had a bookshelf full of my VHSs, you know what I'm saying? And they was WCW and WWF, you know what I'm saying? So man, it was dead in Michael Jackson, you know what I'm saying? So shoot, I know that's where my first eye for wrestling came to, and then shoot just, you know, grew to like it, and I, just stayed in tune with it. I fell out with it. Man, I'd probably say from like maybe like 16, like 2016 to I started back in like, man, like late 2020, like 2021. You know what I'm saying? So it's a lapse. But I'm back on it now. But just growing up watching it, just that's about it. Yeah, I know that's where it started for me. As a kid, in my grandparents' house watching it. So
Yeah, man. But yeah, shit, man. For me, I touched on this before about how, excuse me, about how my mom had. Well, actually, no, no. Before then, wait. I'm trying to make sure I got the timeline right. So my mom had bought me a WCW calendar one year, which I think that was '96. What year did Sting first go Crow? Was that 90?
Uh,
Was that
yeah,
'96?
late '96, maybe
yeah,
possibly middle
late
'97.
'90s. Yeah,
So that calendar was
yeah.
97. The calendar she bought me was for 97. So I'm gonna back up because because even before then, like my homeboy that lived down the street from me was huge on wrestling, so he had like all the VHS tapes and shit over there, and I was over his house one day and they were watching Mind Games, and this was I think yeah, it was live, yeah, it was live, and I saw the Shawn match,
Yeah, so that
and
was
like
'96.
yeah, that was
Yeah.
so. I was so blown away by the match and seeing Shawn Michaels just like I was like, man, this man jumping off the top rope, this man doing all this cool shit or whatever. So when I seen that, I was like, man, I gotta watch more wrestling. Like I gotta like getting in tune with it or whatever. So like my mom had noticed me like started because I started asking for like toys. I started asking for like all that type of shit. Like if we at the store and I see a wrestling toy, I'm an eyeball because back then like I was shy, so like I don't want to ask for it, but like I'll be eyeballing that junk like this, just looking at it,
Holding
saying,
on to it.
Hmm.
yeah, yeah, yeah. She could tell that I wanted or whatever. So the following year, for '97, she had bought me a WCW calendar because like every year she would buy me a calendar. Like at first, I was like super heavy on cars, so she would like buy me like a calendar of like luxury cars or whatever that I would hang up on my wall. So yeah, she had bought me the WCW calendar, and I just remember like even throughout the year, like I would take the calendar off and I would just flip back and forth and just look at the pictures of the wrestlers or whatever. And and,
Uh-huh.
and fast forward, even after that year, I I cut the part out of the picture of the wrestler and I hung them on my wall. Um, so I mean that was like that that calendar and watching Mind Games '96 is really what got me into wrestling. So to go back to my homeboy that lived down the street, once I like really became a fan, I would go over there and watch some of the old tapes to kind of catch up on what was going on, cause that was after WrestleMania 12, so I didn't see that in real time. I had to go back and watch it. You know what I'm saying? So I had to go back and
You said
watch it.
WrestleMania 12.
Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Great WrestleMania. I was gonna say great WrestleMania. Yeah, buddy. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Great
like
WrestleMania.
I want to see when Shawn Michaels had won the title, right? Because
Yeah.
I think by the time Mind Games was what, September, I think, in '96. Or was it in the summer? It
I
might have
think
been
it's the
the
summer.
yeah. It was
Yeah, I think my games wasn't don't yeah.
yeah, but
So it's blurry.
yeah. I think it was summer because I was out of school, so yeah, it was definitely summer. It was definitely summer '96. But I was when '96 I was what, I was 8 years old. So I basically been watching wrestling since I was 8, and I'm 38 now. So so 30 years basically
Yeah.
of
Yeah,
watching.
same, bro. Same for me. Yeah, and the main kind of piggyback out what you said, like man, I actually remember watching WrestleMania 12 live. You know what I'm saying? And I know I'm a like I said, I'm a kind of man, what I'm gonna say, work that wrestling party y'all bring out tonight. But I know, for me, I guess just being Shawn Michaels is my favorite wrestler. So that's probably in one of my top three probably like favorite WrestleMania. And that the card to me was good. You know what I'm saying? Like you had
Go
the
Dustin Rock.
the little broad jump with part, yeah, you know what I'm saying, and even the Taker and Diesel match was good, and then we got to see the Warrior, and stuff like that. So and then I just remember Shawn Michaels like his whole intro, his whole entrance, you know what I'm saying, like that it was crazy because Jose Lothario came out and we like, bro, like where Shawn Michaels at, man, I might pointed it up. And the man, he came down there, joint, and it's like, bro, just being just being a wrestling fan and just being like, just seeing your favorite wrestler like to come in style like that, like, bro, that blew me, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, ain't no way in hell. And then he was fresh as hell too. You know what I'm saying?
White
But
and Gold.
yeah, all right, Shot Town, tell her, right, the white and gold, it was hard, man. All right, Shot Town, get in here, man. Let them know what's going on.
All right. So, as my fellow hosts just informed y'all, where their love for wrestling started, and there's a name in there that you'll hear throughout every debate, no matter what you bring up, and that's Shawn Michaels. Whether it's just off of top entrances, top in ring ability, in the mic, could cut a promo, his selling ability. So he made a lot of,
Attire.
yeah, he made a lot of people, like you'll hear a lot of people say Sean's either top 5 or he's not 2 to 4. So he, or 2 to 5, he's number 1. So it starts back for me is when around the time Sean comes back into wrestling around 0203 is when I really remember, really recall, like I could understand wrestling. So from that era on, I just become so infatuated with wrestling. Like that just, it consumes me more than I need oxygen at like up until any point. I would need wrestling more than oxygen. Like I would need it more than I need blood in my body. Like that's, I like, for dead ass. And so it just grew from there, and then just coming from a big family, you have three brothers and a sister, and we're all wrestling every day after school on our bed or on the trampoline. We're wrestling every birthday, Christmas. We're getting wrestling action figures, and so for a while, it's just wrestling for like so let's say 0203. I'm about 5 years old, 6 years old, till about 21, so about 15 years. It's all I could think about, all I could read about, like it's all I cared about was wrestling. And that's why, like, y'all surprised, like when I could recall like matches off the rip or storylines, is because I would spend all night reading about them or just watching them on the DVD box sets I would get. And so I fell off a little
You the
bit.
glue, man.
Yeah, the glue about it. Fell off a little bit. Got back right when COVID took off, because Edge came back at the Royal Rumble 2020. That kind of got me back full fledged into it, and then CM Punk coming back in AEW in 21. That solidified my moments. Like, yeah, this shit. I love pro wrestling because like if CM Punk could fall out of love and then come back, there's like you can't write storylines better than how some of the real life storylines have played out. Like it's just a different
Mm-hmm.
art form wrestling is, and like you get a lot of flack for like you watching guys fighting tights, but like this shit, like when the story means like when they get the story down pack and the match is so good, like it's just the perfect art
Yeah,
form.
man.
Like I'd rather
Yeah.
sit through that than sit through a three
Yeah.
hour movie. But that's just me.
Nah, for real.
Yeah, nah, that's a good way to put it. I never thought about it like that, but you're absolutely right.
Yeah, and so like for me, like if somebody comes up to me and asks me where should they start with wrestling, uh, if you want to watch, if you want to start with the current era, start at any point. Just jump into Monday Night Raw, Friday Night SmackDown. But if you want to get the history of the wrestlers that are wrestling now, start 2012, 2013 WWE around there. And then if you just want a good era to start in, just to like dive into, do like 98 to like 2003 WWE, like around there.
I would
I
say
would
start
probably push it back one more in 97. So would you say like
say
so I guess
when
hey,
Vince did that
would you
promo, when Vince did that promo that ushered in the Attitude Era. So that was wasn't that after wasn't that night after the screw job?
Yeah, it was like a couple weeks after that, but I was just saying from like WrestleMania 14, from like right
Oh, okay.
there, so like around
okay.
there, around that time to like yeah, like 0203,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I follow you. Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
even 05. You could stretch it out too.
I'm gonna say something though. I don't.
I
I'm never
know
recommend anybody to start watching wrestling in this era right now. Just simply because
nah
like
fuck nah.
the passion just isn't there anymore. And I know we're not gonna harp on. I know you say that in the intro. We're not gonna harp on what's going on. So I'm gonna make it quick. But just nowadays,
It's still
like
relatable though.
yeah, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, it's just like right now, like I feel like the passion isn't there anymore. Creatively,
That
man.
shit trash.
Yeah, it's terrible, man. But yeah, if you want to really want to watch wrestling at its peak, or like you said, Shot Town, go back to like 97, 98, and watch it until like the early 2000s. Honestly, you can even go back to the you can even go back to the golden era. I would say 96 because even though WWE was not at a
So
good
with
point,
who?
huh?
With who? Dr. Yankum?
No,
Nah, I mean
no,
Isaac Yankum. Now you can start with Shawn Michaels because that's when he was
No,
doing
that's what
yeah,
I
good,
was.
Shawn
96.
Michaels, yeah,
You know what I'm
96.
saying? But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that's
yeah,
I just
yeah, yeah.
messing.
So yeah.
yeah,
But
yeah, that's
nah, I already
that's
know it. Yeah, yeah,
yeah, yeah. 96 when Shawn Michaels, won his first championship. Even though rating wise, WWE wasn't doing that good then. It's
fuck
still good to
nah.
watch. Like to me, like that era. To me, like it wasn't on the top of the list as far as ratings in real time. But if you go back and watch that era, it aged well. If you ask me, certain parts of it aged well.
Yeah.
I say that. Hmm.
Yeah. Cause you still had Bret Hart there. You
Hmm.
still had Undertaker. And
Which
it's just
Brett
crazy how Isaac
too. Mm.
yeah. Damn, who else?
Oh,
It was
so
straight,
like
but
yeah,
yeah, you
so y'all brought up ratings. So like, why is ratings important in wrestling? So it ratings became a major talking point during the Monday Night Wars and who was winning between WWE and WCW, and the ratings refer to the TV ratings that they would get. So they haven't during its most popular time, which was during the Monday Night Wars Attitude Era, the late '90s, which is 97, 98 to 2001. They were averaging both shows were averaging close to 10 million people each night. Now reckon, now compare
like
that to years today. Raw is barely getting 2 million on a good day, and SmackDown is barely getting over 1 million on a good day. And
That is wild.
Just let that shit sink in.
AW is barely getting over 500,000, which is it is insane to think about. Like, where are all those wrestling fans at? When did they really stop fucking with WWE or fucking with wrestling just because Hogan, Rock, and Austin stopped? Like, that's insane to think about.
Cause I'm
Hey,
like,
but when go ahead.
I was gonna say, cause does that mean that we just had so many casual viewers and not like people who really like wrestling for the art of it? You know what I'm
That's a
saying?
Exactly.
good que-
That's
that's a
what
good point
I feel
too.
like that I feel like that's what it is. And I say that because you'll hear people like your typical, like you said, casual wrestling fan, they'll be like, if you watch wrestling, oh man, I ain't watched it since, who they gonna say? The Rock and Stone Cold. You know what I'm saying? And it's like y- you ain't watching wrestling how we watching wrestling.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I feel like now those 500,000 AEW getting, the 2 million Raw getting, and the million that Friday Night SmackDown getting, I think those are the real, you
Yeah,
know what I'm
real deal
saying? Like the
fans.
fans that just wasn't just on, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like those 2 million, 500,000, 1 million, those are your real, like, we tuning in every week. This shit may be dog water on some nights, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? But we still tuning in too. And then you gotta think about it too, like a lot of folks really don't have Netflix, and it's kind of like what we were saying, like, bro, we not finna. You can use Netflix for more than one reason, but it's like, as far as the ESPN Plus app, like, bro, I'm not finna pay $30 a month I'm really, in a sense, watching it for the PLE.
Yeah, because
You
we're
know what
not
I'm
paying for
saying?
NBA
And it's like,
basketball.
you're
right.
not paying for NBA basketball. You see what I'm saying? So, nah,
Yeah,
I'm not finna give y'all $30 a month. And then, like, these PLEs ain't been good. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was only one night at WrestleMania that was good. I damn near couldn't even tell you a PLE that was good last year, and they really ain't even starting off good this year. You know what I'm saying? They haven't been off to a good start this year. You know what I'm saying? So
I get
this shit
I,
crazy.
I got three letters. VPN.
You hear me? Yeah, get it how you live, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause, man, like, if you got $30 to fuck off and shit like that, I can send you my Apple Pay and my Cash App. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
send
But
us each 10
if you just got
bucks.
$30 to fuck off like that too, you see what I'm saying? But I mean, if you got $30 to fuck off and you want to watch that shit off the ESPN app, by all means. But I don't think it's definitely worth that shit. And then too, it's like, I guess the transition of the business is, shit, Vince ain't in charge. That's what I was gonna ask y'all too. So, like, do y'all feel like when Vince let it go, do you feel like he should have just, I don't know how he could have killed the business, in a sense. I feel like he done killed it already by selling it to TKO. Maybe Vince knew something that we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Or, like, I don't know. Do y'all think I don't know, which I think he should have probably did differently. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
What, instead of selling it to TKO, what you should have did?
Yeah, but I don't even know, like, yeah, but I don't even know who else could have possibly bought it. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
the thing. Like, who? Obviously, selling to TKO was not a good idea because look at the shit that we getting today. But what could the alternative have been? Like, who else could have? Who?
Yeah.
Oh shit! I just thought about it. Y'all know that Tony Khan bid it for it.
Yeah, I was going to highlight that point if you didn't, nobody touched on it.
Yeah, so honestly, that probably would have been the better decision because I mean, even though AEW isn't as popular as WWE is, they have good quality matches. So
Yeah.
and Tony Khan seems like he's a good businessman. You know, the wrestlers at AEW seem to be happy. They're even though their venues are smaller because they're not as popular, their PLEs are selling out or close to selling out. So
Yeah.
arenas in their PLEs. And from what I know financially, they seem to be in a good spot. I haven't heard any negative things as far as financially as a company for them. So really,
And
Tony probably would have been a better person to sell it to, even though he was a competitor.
yeah, and then I was gonna say I feel like AEW ain't gonna be where WWE is anyway because shit. I mean, look how long the fucking business has been around. You know what I'm saying? So they gonna automatically get that edge off top anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like they just done touched more people way longer. You know what I'm saying? But man, shit, Tony Khan, if he'd about that joint, I feel like we would have definitely been getting a better product than what we getting now, whatever the case may be. So
But I'm gonna say this real quick because AEW started what 2019, so 7 years in. Look at how much they've done in just 7 years.
hmm
Because if you think about it, if you ask me, they're damn near tracking the same way that WWE was when they first started getting popular. Because you remember their Monday Night Raws were in smaller venues, but it was kind
yep.
of as AEW like their venues were small for Raw, but their pay-per-views were they were selling out big arenas and shit.
Yeah.
So it's almost like seeing the golden era get it in that regard.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I see what you saying. Look,
uh-huh.
Monday Night Raw was small as a motherfucker when that jump first came out. Yeah, yeah, that was little as a motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, that was little as hell.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so
Uh,
back to y'all's point about Vince. So it was really gonna go. It was gonna go one way. I felt like, and he had to sell it because he didn't want to leave it to Stephanie or to Triple H or to Shane. Uh, and he was like, all right, I'm gonna sell it. And so that's why people think that
we'll see him possibly
that
do for son-in-law.
yeah, you do for son-in-law that way. That's why people think that Triple H, Stephanie, and Nick Khan kind of underwent Vince and leaked his lawsuit out to help facilitate a sale of WWE to get Vince out of there. And so, and because Stephanie
Ooh.
was out of WWE, and Triple H was on his way out, right before his heart attack, and some text messages leaked out, and there's like some that were deleted from Nick Khan, and there's Triple H texts that insinuate that he was on his way out, but Nick Khan ultimately saved his spot. And then so Vince ultimately sold TKO because Ari Emanuel was allegedly gonna bring Vince back in and let WWE him run WWE because he was voted out by the board of directors, but he initiated some thing in his contract that where he could fire the board of directors and then replace him, and he got voted back in. But then that's when they sold it to TKO because he had the last say, and so that's why they sold it to TKO, and then they said, "No, you're not coming back in." So ultimately, he fucked
Damn.
WWE because he wanted the last say. And then it goes back to AEW starts up, and then we figure out now that Tony Khan was gonna buy WWE. He at least put an offer in, and you're asking like in a world where does that show up? It's just like it's just what WCW was because WCW had the money that could rival WWE, and that's what we will get. We'll get WCW on steroids because Tony Khan is a booker that loves pro wrestling and pro wrestling history. So a lot of booking in AW replicates that, like the best versions of WCW and ECW and TNA, all the
Mm.
best parts that WWE needed and lacked. That why people jump to those other companies to switch over. And now imagine in a world where we have literally where every single wrestler is wrestling 20, 30 minutes on a pay-per-view scale the size of WrestleMania. Like that'd be insane. Now,
Yeah, that'd been insane.
But now we're stuck in a damn row where we
Ooh.
get 30 ads before somebody comes out. We get 46 ads on the wrestling ring, 45 ads on a table that's gonna break. It's like, bro,
That motherfucker say Slim Jim on the damn
like
table,
some shit
man. What
makes
kind
sense.
of
Like
shit
some
is
shit is
that?
cool, and then some shit's like, bro, you're just overdoing it. Next thing you know, they're gonna
You
be
overdoing it because
bleeding
I ain't
with
gonna lie.
ads.
You hear me? But like I know the first time, like when they did it, I like when I seen the Slim Jim John on the joint, I'm like, what the fuck is this? That
But
shit, yeah,
they
that shit whack.
on there, but I'm like, bro, these folks are going way too far.
For
But
real.
but well, here's what I'm wondering: why was Backlash? So why didn't they do Backlash like they did WrestleMania? Well, I'm assuming it's because WrestleMania is obviously the biggest PLE of the year, and they knew people were gonna be watching it, so that's why it was spammed with ads. But the way they paced Backlash is really how they should be pacing all their PLEs because they had video promos before the matches finally. So we're finally getting those which we didn't get at Mania. The There were still ads, but it wasn't like spamming with ads like they were at
Yeah, it
Mania.
wasn't as bad as WrestleMania.
Yeah, the matches were longer. I think the shortest match was like 14, 15 minutes. The Danhausen match I think was the shortest match if I ain't mistaken. Which was ass, but that
Don't
to
piss me
really
off.
like that was really the only bad to me. That was the only bad thing of Backlash was that Danhausen shit. Everything else was
I
cool to
said
me.
ain't no way this motherfucking midget is this main fucking tag team
All
partner,
right, so
bro.
that's
What the
another
fuck,
that's
bro?
another big thing between WWE and AEW is this comedy aspect. So
Yeah,
when it's done right, I don't mind it. Like characters like Danhausen, characters like Santino Marella, characters like Eugene, characters like
Yeah.
who else is a funny character?
Shit, our truth.
Our Truth. Like it
yeah.
works sometimes. Just don't overdo it. Just don't overdo it. And they have a
Yeah, they
tend to
overdid.
fucking
Yeah.
overdoing it.
What's the dude at AEW that be having his hands in his pockets with the shades?
Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, yeah.
See,
You know,
that's a
yeah.
different thing though. Like that's a person I would recommend y'all go watch. He puts on really good matches. His finisher is the Sloth Punch, which is the Superman punch. But he's like you ask, like, oh, what do you mean he wrestles with his hands in his pocket? So his character is like a cool guy, doesn't try. He wears sunglasses, jeans, and a jean jacket, and he's just like
Mhm.
super like chill, like don't care. But he does wrestle really good. Like him and John Moxley have really good chemistry. He had a good, almost a year long run with the, I think it was the All Atlantic title. Yeah, so y'all should go check him out. But yeah, he does like a comedy thing
Yeah,
where
I see
where
something
he
in there.
doesn't take his hands out of his jean pockets.
You know how cold you gotta be to wrestle like that?
hmm And
Yeah,
he had one of the early good feuds in AEW in 2019, 2020 with Chris Jericho and MJF.
okay.
Yeah. All right, so let me go hit y'all with. I'm gonna start y'all out with something simple. Uh, it don't matter who go first. Give me y'all top five wrestlers.
All time.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right,
Who is
All
y'all?
right,
Who
wait.
is y'all Mount Rushmore?
Mount Rushmore or
Uh,
top five all time?
say that one more
I
time. I'm
said
sorry.
Mount Rushmore or top five all time. Because I feel like
It's
Mount Rushmore is like what you did for
it's
pro wrestling. Like when people say Mount Rushmore, I feel like what you did for the
yeah.
sport.
Okay. Yeah. Give me your favorite. Oh, I feel what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. Give me. I mean, yeah. Give me your favorite. Give me your favorite. My
So, all right,
bad. Yeah.
top five all time. All right.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go first, so that way he could think of people. All right, this is, and I'm gonna say this top five. My top five is gonna nobody's top five could beat my top five. We're gonna go
You
first.
said could beat your top five, or is
Yeah,
nobody gonna beat your
no,
top
nobody's gonna
five?
beat it. We're gonna go
Uh,
off the three. I feel like if you take these three out, you're gonna take out wrestling. Like they need to be in there. Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels, and Ric Flair. Like them three, like they have to be in any list you talk about because you have one of the greatest performers in Shawn Michaels. You have the greatest wrestlers in Ric Flair. Like who he went to every state, every territory, beat their world champion. After that's even after breaking his back.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and the damn plane crash. That shit's crazy.
And then Stone Cold, there's not much to say. Damn, now that's where it gets tricky because like who goes in, but then you want to talk about. I put gimmicks in there. That's Stone Cold, where that's arguably the best gimmick of all time. But now I'm gonna go with. I said Rick was the greatest wrestler. Shawn was the greatest performer. Now I'm gonna just throw in my favorite wrestlers: Kurt Angle and Danny Bryan.
Okay.
And then 6 man, I put John Cena.
We knew that.
Yeah. I was waiting on that. I was waiting on that mention to come
Yeah,
in.
I'm waiting.
See, I
Yeah,
gave him
I was waiting
six
on
man. I
Cena.
gave him 6 man.
All right. So my top five, man. You know, it's crazy because I often and this ain't gonna be in order because I often change my
Right,
order.
right.
Um, but I'm gonna name the ones that never leave my top five: Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels. Um, so for me, like the reason why I absolutely love Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels is because their feud was real. And when I was getting into wrestling, you know that was a feud like their feud was going on when I was getting into wrestling basically.
Yeah.
Then later on learning that learning that that feud was real, especially when the screw job happened. Like that's when the shit really hit the fan. The folks are like, oh shit, these folks, this shit was real. Like this ain't no storyline.
Yeah, this ain't no storyline.
Yeah, so that's why I love that feud is because like it came from a real place. It wasn't just entertainment. Like it was entertainment, but it was
Mhm.
going on between them. So,
Like these
but
folks
not.
legit hate each other.
But yeah, not only that, like me and y'all know I said this to y'all before, but Bret Hart is the best technical wrestler ever, bro. Is the best technical wrestler ever. Shawn Michaels is the
Brian,
best
yeah,
in ring performer I have ever seen, ever.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels can wrestle anybody and make them look like a star and make himself look like a star as well. Bret Hart can wrestle a fucking pillow and it's gonna be a 5-star match. You know what I mean? So those are always in my two. Um, Austin is in there too. Um, like the way that he carried the Attitude Era before he got hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like that Austin era was so epic. Like and the pure influence that he had on everybody. People was getting in trouble at school for flipping their teacher off because they seen Stone flip off this
Yeah.
on Monday. You know what I mean?
And doing
People
the cross shot.
yeah. And kids fucking grabbing their milk cartons and bashing them together and pouring milk all on their shirt. Stone Cold drinking beer after he won the match. Like that influence was so fucking heavy, man. Like that, and that's the time that we
Yeah.
get again, bro. So Austin is in there too. Um, I'm gonna go into a wrestler who I don't never hear mentioned in people's top five, but a couple of things about this guy. I've never heard anybody say one bad thing about him. Also, he was also a heavy influence, but I don't feel like he gets a lot of credit for it. Um, and his build up to one of the to one of the most anticipated matches ever that didn't follow through. But Sting is in my top.
I knew who he is. Thing.
Yeah, and man, it's like, yeah, Flair. Flair will be my honorable mention before I name my other one in my top five. But I gotta go with The Rock, bro. I gotta go with The Rock in there. Like when you talk about just straight entertainment, even though the only downfall to The Rock is that he wasn't at that top spot long enough because he started doing movies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to
Mhm.
like him and Triple H, the way they carried the company when Stone Cold was out, like their feud was to me was pretty epic. And then of course The Rock is probably to me The Rock is probably the most entertaining when it comes to like promos, when it comes to making the show, making the main event type of thing.
Mhm.
Yeah, I gotta go with Rock in there.
I'm tripping when you said something about the Rock. I was thinking when he was talking about Benoit and Kane. You know what I'm saying? He's like, what do you say? Uh Kane, since you wanna find things, you know what I'm saying? He was like, how about you find the inky winky that Benoit says he had? That shit was too funny. I was
Nah,
tripping off this shit.
nah, bro. The John
Nah,
Armageddon Hell in the Cell promo where he
Oh
made
yeah.
fun of
ah, yeah.
him.
That was too, yeah. And then I know for me, fool, the junk he did with Kane, bro, he was like, my name is Kane. Bro, I was tripping off that shit.
Bro,
Oh,
my favorite Rock promo, bro, is a John on Billy Gunn. Cause that killed Billy Gunn's
His whole career.
in the ring. He there got his
oh
man,
dear God. What you say? What about it doesn't matter. Yeah, that
It
shit
don't
funny. Yeah.
matter.
right, bro. That
Don't
that
matter, bro.
that is probably my favorite promo of The Rock was when he shitted on Billy Gunn and killed his momentum after he won King of the Ring.
Yeah, he shitted all on that Mike King of the Ring. That
'Cause,
shit was crazy. That type of shit is like, damn, bro. Did you not really like that man or something like that? If you to come out there and
bro,
do the crazy ass shit, and go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say, bro, the crazy part is that a lot of people forget that Billy Gunn won King of the Ring because of that promo.
Yeah.
Because yeah, that shit
Like,
crazy. It's
but yeah,
like,
yeah,
damn,
what
bro.
was
You
about to
have a,
say?
Nah, I was just gonna say before I get into my top five, I was just gonna say like, damn, bro, like what you have against it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I know like I know his promo was a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of the moments where it's like, damn, bro, take him off the grill, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like he got his time for him to come off the grill, bro. Cause shit, you overcooking them now, bro. But my top five, of course, shit, no particular order except for the first one. Uh, I gotta go Shawn Michaels. Undertaker. I ain't gonna lie, like his whole like I was a fan of the American Badass and shit like that, but like I honestly feel like his character was like the best character, bro, that wrestling has seen. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm talking about it even goes back to when he debuted, bro. You know what I'm saying? At the 1990 Survivor Series, like, bro, to see the looks on the kids' faces, bro. You know what I'm
For
saying?
it
When
to
he
last
walked out and shit like that,
generations.
they was like, they was, you know what I'm saying? They was like, what the fuck is this walk? You know what I'm saying? And then, this a
Yeah,
big ass dude walking out here. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, like and I remember, bro, when WWF had came to the Coliseum, like when I was young, of course, whatever, and the Undertaker was supposed to be there, but he wasn't there. It was just Paul Bearer came, but they still hit his intro and all that. And Paul Bearer came out and said something or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
was
And that was
that,
that on that. But it's like, bro, just huh?
was that a live show
Yeah,
when
that
they
was
came?
a live, yeah, that was a live show.
I think I went to that because
Yeah.
wasn't The Rock like the final match against somebody? Oh,
I don't. I can't remember. I just like
Oh,
I just vividly remember the Undertaker entrance, like the Undertaker whatever, because it was like, bro, just to be in there junk, you know what I'm saying, and the lights go out, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying, and then you hear the gong, you know what I'm saying, like, bro, that like
I never got
that
to hear
shit
it
different,
live.
bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like, bro, like that shit different. Like, yeah, that shit is different. You know what I'm saying? So I say, take her to, um, man, I have to throw Randy Orton in there. I was a big Randy Orton fan. Um, who would be gotta throw Stone Cold in there.
mm,
My five. I gotta put Macho Man in there, man. That's yeah. I fuck with Macho Man. I fuck with Macho Man too. You know what I'm saying? I felt like he was one of those wrestlers that was the total package. You know what I'm saying? He could put a good match on. He was good on the mic. He had you know what I'm saying? He had a decent intro. His attire was, you know what I'm saying? His attire was on point. You know what I'm saying? I'm a break the mold. I got two honorable mentions. It'll be Flair and Sting. You know what I'm saying? You have to put Flair in there for what he did. You know what I'm saying, for the company, and he just had some great rivals. You know what I'm saying, throughout his career. You know what I'm saying. He was in one of the most known stables. You know what I'm saying, in the Four Horsemen. He was I think he was like one of the first wrestlers to do them Iron Man matches, and he was doing them hoes consistently.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know, to see his 30 for 30, I don't know if y'all had ever watched that joint, but bro, I don't even see how that man is still living.
Mm-hmm.
You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? Like, I don't even see how he's still living. Just based off of his lifestyle, bro, outside of the ring. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And,
he was Ric Flair in and out the ring.
and what's crazy is
You
people
know.
don't know this is that he was adopted. His parents that raised
Yeah.
him are not his real parents. So even if if his parents, original
Hmm.
parents kept him, he might not be a wrestler.
He
Or
damn.
if
might not, you know what I'm
somebody
saying?
else
Yeah, if you
grabbed
think
him.
about it like that. Yep. You know what I'm saying? If you really think about it like that too, and then I throw Sting in there, I mean it's Sting, you know what I'm saying? But I know, just for me, excuse me, this the shit that stood out to me most with Sting was like when he was transitioning, not only when he was transitioning to the Crow, but when he was just like, up there in the Raptors and shit. I think they said, bro, he went a full year, bro, without not saying nothing.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
just
that
aura
shit is
on him.
insane.
Was
Into
over and was
just
complete.
exactly just aura, bro. Like, and completely over, bro.
Yeah,
Completely over, bro. Like, I remember, bro, when the man dropped down in the ring one time, bro. Cause I know, Shot, you said you was gonna start, watching WCW and shit like that. But I remember he dropped down in the ring, fool. He said absolutely nothing. Macho Man was in the ring, and they in the ring, bro, and he nudging the man with the bat. You know what
mm,
I'm saying? And he get at man that joint, and he turn around, and he do like that.
yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? He ain't saying nothing. He
Shit.
ain't said shit, bro. He ain't said shit. And man, Macho Man throw the bat back at him. He catch that hoe, bro, and they just walk out the ring, bro. Like, bro, like, bro,
That
that shit was
was crazy.
crazy to me, bro. Why, bro? That shit right there, that shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then too, like, just the storyline that was fitting into it. Like, bro, NWO was fucking WCW up. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, to the point, like, it's like the bat symbol in the sky, bro. Like, they needed that, man.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And he was like, nah, bro,
And
I'm
then
not
they
gonna fuck with
fucked
y'all
it up.
because, and they fucked it up.
And they
And they
fucked it
fucked
up.
it up.
How did they
You
fuck
know
it
what
up,
I'm saying?
Chad? How did they fuck it up? By letting that man
Star
How they
Hulk
fuck it up,
Hogan win the
Weenie?
belt again.
Starcade '97.
They
What
fucked that shit up. Yeah, they fucked that shit up, bro. They fucked that up. You
y'all
know what I'm
know?
saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all noticed when I was talking about Sting, I skipped over Starcade. I focused on the because
But they gotta know, bro. They gotta know, bro. Go on, how, what is it with Hulk Hogan? We gonna say it for me one time.
oh no, fuck Hogan. Nah, I wasn't about to say that. What I focus on Sting. Fuck Hulk Hogan for life. But
That's what I
nah, what
wanted you to say.
but what I was gonna say, bro, do you know how hard it is to go a full year without saying a fucking word and the crowd
And then
loves
keep that momentum, and to
you?
keep that momentum,
Oh,
bro.
get them going. Like how are you not in the top but from being able to do that for a whole year, not saying a fucking word, and the crowd loves you? Just
And
just
y'all, and you
more.
work damn near every Monday. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro? That shit crazy. You know, and it was like I said, like they had the storyline so good because it was like, bro, NWO, bro, was beating it was, bro. They had WCW. You know what I'm saying, bro? And like Shot Town just said, bro, they fucked that up, bro. All right, so man, my next question is like, whoa,
Reason
and
okay, but yeah, keep going.
I was gonna say like what's a it ain't gotta be five. You could just probably give me like two or three like moments where like I kind of like how I said like with Shawn Michaels when he came down, you know what I'm saying? Like there was just like a surreal moment to me, you know what I'm saying? As a wrestling
Like what
fan.
you
And
mean,
then
feel
like
good
another moment.
moments?
Yeah, and just like kind of like one of them like damn like wow, and I'm gonna give you another example, and then y'all could just like I said just follow suit like Kane debut. You know what
Mm,
I'm saying? Like what was one of those moments for y'all when Kane debuted? You know what I'm saying? And it's like excuse me, I saw that jump live too. It's crazy that Shawn Michaels was involved in that match too. Both of my moments dealing with Shawn Michaels, but I mean, bro, Undertaker could have been fighting anybody. You know what I'm saying? And in the moment, he could have been in that hole with Bret Hart. The moment still would have been the moment because of the whole storyline, building up to it about him having a brother and shit like that. And then it's just how it unfolded. Like, brother, man ripped that fucking dough clean off the hinges. This man was big as
eh,
hell. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I remember watching this shit live, fool, and bro, I had never seen that shit. I'm like, bro, how you finna get in this joint?
Yeah.
Man grabbed that joint. He shook that hole like three or four times, bro. And that hole came clean off the hinges, and it was locked too. You know what I'm saying? And when he get in there, and might stand up on the Undertaker, bro, he making Undertaker look little as hell in a sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
right.
saying? And it's like it's only a handful of people that done made the Undertaker to me look little. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's I know those probably like I said, my top. It's more, but I don't want to get in, tell damn near all of them. But yeah, just give me like one or two, you know what I'm saying? It could be, three if they quick or whatever. Y'all wow moments or whatever.
The icing on the cake was how scared the Undertaker looked when he saw Kane. Like damn, that's my
Nah,
boy.
for real. Like, damn, like, yeah, like, damn, Paul Bearer one line. Like,
Yeah.
and that's what made it so good for me too, because it's like, bruh, Undertaker sold it. Like it was perfect. It was perfect storytelling. You like Shot Town said earlier, bro, it was art. It was artwork. You know what I'm saying? It was a Picasso. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit was beautiful.
Mhm. But you talk about so you're asking about like epic moments where you're like, damn.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. Like what's some of y'all favorite like moments like that in a sense?
hmm. I don't know if this is a favorite moment of mine, but I don't know. It's like I think about this moment a lot, but Psycho Sid's entrance at Survivor Series, where the crowd was like
Yeah,
against Shawn Michaels. And
yeah. So,
won. Yeah. When he won the title at Survivor Series at Madison Square Garden, it was just crazy how over he was just seeing that like in real time. Who's the man? Like that shit was
yeah.
to me that shit was an epic moment. Another epic moment I'm trying to think of like where I was just like, wow. Um, Probably damn. this ain't the top one neither, but the moment you were just talking about with Sting and Macho Man, because I slick forgot about that segment. Uh,
Mm,
yeah, where he gave him the bat and turned his back and shit. That was a
that
cool
shit was
moment.
hard.
Yeah, it was hard. But damn, I'm trying to think of one that's like a top one for me. And I can spit them out all day. I'm just trying to think of one now since you put us on the spot. Um,
Yeah.
Go ahead, Shot Town. I'm still trying to think of one.
Um, so the two ones I'm gonna give off the rip revolve around the Royal Rumble. The first one is going to be AJ Styles' debut. At number three in
Mm,
2016, and just to speak on that for a little bit, just to see AJ Styles show up in a WWE ring, it was just insane to me because he was one of the best wrestlers of all time, and just to see him like, oh, he's never gonna show up, and he's a TNA guy. He's too small. He ain't never gonna show up in WWE. For him to show up and then within a year him become WWE champion, that's amazing.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah,
and he get it, and
yeah.
then his feud with John Cena is legendary. He had a great WWE career, and then another Royal Rumble return is actually Edge's return in 2020 when he came back in Houston, and just to hear his music, and then him to come out and you see the emotion on his face, like damn, I didn't think he didn't even think he would be back, and just to see him come back and still wrestle to this day right now, almost 7 years, is like damn, because he is like one of those wrestlers where like he was always at the top, he always got hurt, and so I feel like he never really reached his
Yeah.
full potential because he was like one of the best heels WWE had in the late 2000s, and one of John Cena's best opponents. And then, so for my last
Mm-hmm.
moment, uh, it's probably like, damn, I don't think nothing tops it. Is the Royal Rumble? It's another Royal Rumble moment, but it's to close out the show where Sammy gets the chair from Roman, and they tell him hit Kevin Owens, and he don't. He hits Roman, and then they just
He
fucking
is Roman,
slaughter
yeah.
Kevin Owens and
Yeah,
Sami Zayn with super kick after super kick after super kick after super kick, and my mouth is just dropped because like yeah, like damn, Sammy and Kevin, like I love them, but this is cinema. Like they're just getting killed. Like they're just super
Again,
kick after
slaughtered.
super
Yeah,
kick
yeah,
after
yeah, yeah,
super
yeah,
kick, and
yeah,
I'm smiling because like this is it. Like who could stop them? And it's just like I
yeah,
think that's one of the
yeah,
peak
yeah,
moments of the
yeah,
Bloodline too. So those would be my favorite
yeah.
three moments.
so yeah, I'm glad you went because two moments came to my head off rip. All right, so one, Chris Jericho's debut to WWE.
Yeah.
Yeah,
How they timed that with the year 2000, and how they kept showing that countdown going on. Everybody was like, "What the is this?" And
yeah,
then when he
Yeah, I remember that shit.
yeah. Then when he finally came, like that was an epic like debut to WWE. To me, that's
Mm-hmm.
obviously to me Kane like nothing can top Kane's debut, but Jericho's debut to me is in the
But
top.
why two judge up there?
Yeah,
Oh
oh yeah,
yeah,
so
definitely.
yeah, that.
Definitely, yeah. I'm with you on that. Yeah, hell yeah. Because like you said, at that time, man, we
Mhm.
would show like, bro, what the fuck does this mean?
Because
You know what I'm saying? Like,
you remember like the year 2000, it was crazy rumors that like the world was just gonna go black.
it was like,
They
yeah,
like all the computers are gonna show all zeros or some shit like that, and it's gonna make the whole
yeah,
fucking black or whatever.
yeah. That was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah.
Yeah. But my other moment is the Iron Man match with The Rock and Triple H Backlash was at 2000.
Mhm.
Undertaker made his return at the end.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Undertaker made his return at the end, bruh. And then fucking Triple H retained the goddamn belt.
Yeah,
Title.
yeah.
When that
And you
announcer,
want to know what?
winner, and still I was like, what
Yeah.
the fuck? When he
And you want to know what's crazy, fool? I mean, cut you. I'm gonna say this right quick.
yeah,
It's funny that you said something about the Undertaker return. I thought about. I was thinking too when Shot Time was saying his WrestleMania 20 when he came back as the
Oh, it's
Dead
the Dead
Man.
Man, yeah,
You know what I'm
against
saying?
Kane.
Yeah, that because like yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like my one and two as far as like favorite wrestlers. It it will never change. Three, four, and five, they'll, but the one and two, man, is gonna always be Shawn Michaels Undertaker, you know what I'm saying? And it was like the whole storyline behind it, you know what I'm saying? And the leading up to it and all that, you know what I'm saying? And it was just like watching it in real time, like it was crazy, and then to hear when they finally had the match and to hear Paul Bearer voice, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the moments too. Yes, sir.
my
Mm.
my son's toys, man.
Shawn Michaels was my very first action figure too, though.
I had the
Yep. Oh,
he don't like the white tights with the hearts like this with the little stripes or whatever in them. I had one like that.
and I had the SummerSlam joint, the blue one with the white boots.
SummerSlam ladder match. Yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of matches, man, give me, man, y'all, man, like three of y'all favorite
Yeah,
matches that y'all can think of
we'll
off the
do
top of y'all head.
one match and end it there.
Okay,
Yeah, we
okay.
do
Yeah, it is.
one match they recommend for the week for the fans for homework, and they gotta watch it.
Um,
Any era, any company.
mm,
Mm.
dang.
Obscure. It don't even have to be like a famous match. It could be just one that y'all like always go to. Like, yeah, I'm gonna go watch this match. So for me, I would tell y'all to go watch. I would tell y'all to go watch. Damn, I want to put y'all onto a good
Damn.
match because y'all don't know a lot of I mean, y'all know a lot of wrestlers, but y'all don't know a lot of wrestlers. Like, I
Oh.
feel like y'all need to go watch.
Meaning like we know a lot of mainstream. Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
kinda. Yeah, like I'm trying to put y'all on. Or even an obscure WWE one that would be good.
I got one. Cause I actually sent it to y'all the other day, but Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay, Forbidden Door 2023.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good match.
Mhm.
That's a good match. All right. So you went the AW route, New Japan. So I'll stick with that's kind of present day. So I'll take it back. I would
Mm-hmm.
do a. It's a time where when Brock, if Brock likes you, he'll have a good match. But and he had a good match with Brian Danielson in Survivor Series. It was champion versus champion. He was Universal Champion. Danny Bryan was WWE Champion. I think it was 2017 or
Okay.
2018.
See, that was kind of the era where I wasn't just watching it like that.
No,
Uh,
I remember that match. See
Yeah,
that? Yeah, I remember that match. Yeah,
okay, I don't. So I have to go back and watch it.
yeah.
because 2016 is when that was 2016 SummerSlam where he beat the shit out of John Cena, right?
Uh,
Well, Brock beat the
no,
shit out.
it was 2014 when he did that.
I was 2014. Also,
Yeah,
yeah. So
I, I,
that's when I got,
yeah, because
yeah.
he
Yeah,
beat the
I
streak in
remember, yeah.
2014, and then they were like, oh, he needs to do something bigger, and he squashed Cena for the
Yeah.
title.
He squashed the shit I seen. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I had been. That's when I kind of started back picking up, watching a little bit too. Then, so because I remember the Brock and not vaguely, but I do remember that
Yeah.
joint though. Yeah. Man, that ain't a. I mean, for me, Damn. Mm, damn, I was gonna say the Shawn Michaels match.
Go
We should
ahead,
do this.
Cause I've
say
been talking
say
about
Shawn
doing that so
Michaels
much.
match.
We should do this every
I
episode.
mean,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Uh-huh.
yeah. I mean, you could. Dang, I was just watching that giant. It was a pretty good match too, bro. When he won the Intercontinental belt, I think for the third time against Jeff Jarrett. That was a in your house.
Hmm.
That was in your house. Dang, I can't remember which one it was because that's when Big Daddy Cool defended the belt against Psycho Sid. Uh
Yeah,
that because a lot of folks sleep on Jeff Jarrett as far as wrestling. I think he's
Yeah.
a phenomenal wrestler,
he was
despite his character. You know what I'm saying?
class.
And Jeff Jarrett always has been a good wrestler to me. You know what I'm saying? Him and Shawn Michaels had a damn good match. And even the like I was just saying that SummerSlam match with him and Razor Ramon, that was a fire ass match too. I actually like the second match better than the first ladder match,
Me
to
too.
be honest. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
Hey,
I think that was the better ladder match. So yeah, that would be my two matches. I know you said
Yeah,
one, but
shit.
it was
Nah, it's all right, man. With Shawn Michaels, they can never get enough. So unless there's anything else,
like you can never go wrong with watching the Shawn Michaels match.
uh-uh.
Honestly, like you literally can't. Like I don't.
yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
aside from when he oversold against bitch ass Hogan, I can't think of a match that's. I can't think of a bad Shawn Michaels match. I'm sorry. Yes, I can. WrestleMania 14, but that's because he was hurt.
He was hurt, yeah.
Yeah, but if there's anything else y'all want to cover before we get up out of here,
Nah, man, I think this episode was on bean burrito mode, stuffed.
yes, sir, skis. Well, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. We ask that you leave a like, subscribe, drop a comment
Man,
below.
subscribe to our shit, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
So we can
yeah.
take
Fuck
this
with
podcast to bigger,
Gotta
better
get the corn.
heights. It's the grind mode.
Yeah, man.
Survivor Survivor mode.
Come
Yeah,
on.
survival mode.
See
We
y'all
gonna Brock
next
Lesnar
week.
your ass like he did John Cena in 2014.
Yeah, for
Four
real.
corners out.
See
We ain't
y'all
gonna talk
next
about
week.
that. But anyway, yeah. 4 out.